Almost there. Okay, I'm not even live yet. I'm talking to myself. Are we live? Was I talking to myself? I don't actually know. Am I live now? I am probably live now. I've got a really bright light right in my face. Hi, everybody. How are you all holding up in this beautiful, delightful heat? My tripod not so much if you just heard that. It just went... How are we doing? Is that too bright? Let's darken it slightly. Is that a bit better? We'll go with that. See how you get on. Still trying to get it all sketched at the minute. I shall do my share outs in a mo too. We recommend. Keeps moaning at me about my bit rate at the moment. It's nothing wrong with my bit rate. Right, just going to. My autofocus is on. Let's turn that off, otherwise you can hear that going all the time. Oh, I've had to shut my den doors and it's so hot. I really should send the reference picture to myself and then I'm not going to keep giving myself neck ache. That would be a sensible idea. Hi Joe. Okay, so I think we're going to have cherry here. Cherry's such a satisfying shape to draw. You haven't got to draw a circle. Right, let me just do my share outs. I'd love it if you know anybody that wants to come and join in to share it out. Oh look, I'm on a live feed. My nose has gone itchy. Itch. I'm running out of room on my desk and I've got like a 2 centimetre square to move my mouse. So I'm going to use the Spectrum Noir products for today and I'm going to use the Illustrators and probably their pencils just to give me a bit of control over the contrast, as it's been the theme of my YouTube videos lately. Do I want to go that way or do I want to go that way? I'm going to go that way. Let's have a little upturn at the end there. I'm buffering. Okay, hang on then. Don't know if I can change. Let me try that. That might help. Okay. Okay, so I mocked up a reference picture basically from an old, those of you that have followed me for a while know my old rainbow watercolour backgrounds. I actually sell the backgrounds. So I've pretty much just used that over the top to give my rainbow colour. It was moaning about my bit rate, so I've just changed it. So if that helps, God, it's so bright, let me know. And we're going to put our put it here. So instead of a flake, which is what you would normally have in a Mr. Whippy or a 99, there's a reason why they're called 99 Mr. Ice Cream people, because they're supposed to be 99p, not £3 or a fiver. 99p. Right, we've got to look like it's all squidged in that ice cream. I have had 3 requests for sauce, so I may end up adding some sauce. And I didn't pick out the colours for the sauce, so I might have to run away and go and get some. Once I get started with the Spectrum products, I've just got to share it in one more group. Okay, so ice cream needs to look like it's just been squidged in there, basically. That looks alright, doesn't it? I think. Let's just bring it a bit wider at the bottom here. I'm not versed in drawing ice cream, so I have no idea how this is going to come out. That is quite cute. Okay, so I might, for my sanity's sake, not put the pattern that you get on an ice cream cone, but it just seems a bit sacrilegious if I don't. The wrong angle, but I can't be bothered to be exact today. So how is everyone holding up in this heat? I've got so many scribbles going on in here, I don't actually know what's what. I didn't even get a cherry colour, for goodness sake. Bear with me, I'm going to have to go and steal my kids' colouring bag, I think. Right, bear with me one sec. Your picture is slower than your voice. My picture of me or my picture of the picture? The ice cream or me? Tell me in a sec. You've just seen me in my shorts. It's so flipping hot. If I have to restart, then I'll restart, but if it's me, then that's easily changeable. But if it's the ice cream, then that's a whole different story. Oh, such a delay. Okay. Maybe it's because I'm just really still when I'm drawing. See, God, as soon as you wash up, have goo on your hands, or whatever requires you to use your hands, you always get an itchy nose. So frustrating. Okay, I'm going to do the cherry first. And I did have a tester sheet. You'll do. Oh, can you tell my kids have got hold of these? That's quite a cherry colour. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a good portion in the alcohol markers and then just go over the top with the pens. Itchy nose. I don't know if you can hear my fan, but it is going, so apologies if it gets annoying. Right, I just need to share this out to the group. Done, I think. Okay. Hidden my reference photo. There we go. So we want highlight up here somewhere. Highlight around here. And a larger one here. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to do a good portion of the base with the markers and then the details with the Colorblend pencils. I nearly went with the ice cream, the ice cube, melting ice cube. I was quite tempted actually to give that a go. Come on, Charm, now stay still. I don't think this one's any darker, no. Hey, you calling her trouble? You know she is. Do any of you guys have the colour blends? I can't remember if any of you do. Nice shiny cherry. I'll have to do the stalking green because I forgot to bring a green over. I've only got a really subtle green for the rainbow ice cream. Expresso. Auburn. Oh, that might do actually for the cherry, for the dark. No, I didn't think many of you had these. Just getting... I swear I have an allergy to YouTube lives. That's what makes my nose itch. I think that's probably enough of a reflection for now. I can deal with it a bit better once I've got a little bit of a surrounding area. Just don't need any more. That is true. You know, there's a really good solution to have unused pencils and pens. It's a really, really, really good solution. And a really easy one too. Use them. That's what you should do. You should use them. And then they won't be unused anymore. She says with wads of pens and pencils hiding away in various places. Let me see if my little green... Oh, that'll do. That'll do. Just round it a little bit more at that back there. Use them. I know, right? What a silly idea. Use them. Who ever thought of that? Sounds all a bit crazy if you ask me. Right, let's keep all the ones I've used to one side so I can actually put in the comments, not in the comments, in the description later what colours we've used. Okay, so as I said, what I did was I got a reference photos of Mr. Whippy. I found an old rainbow paper that I did ages ago, overlaid it, whacked cherry on, whacked a unicorn horn. So hopefully we'll have a semi-realistic version of a Mr. Whippy, and this one won't melt in the heat that we have. So I'm just going to go through the colours that I think I'm going to be using. So we've got the vintage pink, we have cocktail pink. So the vintage pink, oh itchy, the vintage pink will be the shadow for the cocktail pink. We then have, it's pale lace, pink lace, which I'm potentially going to use as a blender rather than a colour. We then have the amazing lilac. To go with the lilac, we have the hydrangea. So So those two will blend. We then have, I think it's ice green, yeah, ice green, which will essentially be used to either shadow or blend pale mint. So I've tried to get at least two colours within the same range. The blue was the only one that I was a bit, I've got a straight blue, I would call a fresh blue, so this is pearl blue, and to shadow that I grabbed the denim. So I've kept them all within their hues. Anything out of the ordinary and it just won't look right. So the duck egg, I was initially going to use for the green, so I may not even use the duck egg yet, and the Caribbean was going to be for the shadow, but I think I will still use the Caribbean, but not necessarily for the shadow of the duck egg. It depends really. I could probably use it on both. Lilac. I normally say lilac, so I don't know why I said lilac, to be perfectly honest. The most yummy Canary, and I have to go with that, mango. And if I need more of a contrast, if you've been watching my videos, I've also got the bright orange, but I will probably use the mango as there's a bit less of a tone. For the actual ice cream cone, I'm looking at, I think, the peach I wanted to do, or possibly the sand. I'll probably use the sand for the shadows, as I don't want it to be overly realistic, but I still want it to have a little bit of realism to it. That probably makes no sense. Oh. Same with mauve. Mauve. Yeah, mauve. 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 Yes, it's funny how we all say things differently. Oh. The only thing with shorts is you stick to your chair. Okay, so I have, starting from the top, probably the pink. So let's go in with the pink. Don't forget to hit that like button if you are enjoying it, if you're watching. YouTube really loves the likes buttons. So if you are watching and you are enjoying it, or you're getting something out of it, I really would love it if you could just give me a thumbs up. That would be really awesome. Okay, so I'm hoping I'm not going to lose too much of my pencil lines underneath. So we go from, I might have to move my light. We go from the pink down to probably the lilac. So let's just get these blended. If you do it while the alcohol is still wet, it makes it for a much easier blend. I keep looking up to the camera and I keep getting a face full of LEDs. Let me see if I can move that back a bit. That's a bit better. Okay, and then we sort of go down into a bit of a blue, so I'm probably going to do the denim, I think, and then we're just going to work on one section at a time. And just go through. Bring my pearl in now, because the pearl will help blend the denim. As I say, you get much more natural transition then. And we can bring that pink lace down a bit further, like so. So you've got a really nice smooth blend happening there, so I'm quite pleased with that. So we want to Just get a bit of detailing in. Just gonna see, I knew I'd forget to bring it. Oh no. No, hang on. I will be organised one day. My blender tool. Don't ever dismiss your blender tool when you have marker pens because they just work extremely well. Do you want me to zoom you in a bit? And then we've got quite a deep shadow in there. We're going to end up using so many colours, it's going to be ridiculous. I can see it happening. Now I haven't decided where I'm going to put this sauce yet, so I need to decide quick, really. So you can grab your blending and just, I don't know, say I want to highlight here. You can just go over with your blender and it starts to pull the colour out, almost like when you have a thirsty brush with watercolour. So you can make little highlights afterwards without panicking, which is always a good thing. And then I don't know if you wanted white versions of sprinkles, you could go in and add some. And then, I don't know, let's put the odd dark sprinkle on there as well. As I say, I'm not overly fussed about this being realistic. I just want it to be fun and vibrant. That's looking quite cute. I might grab my pearl and just do an extra, feels a bit skinny on that top, so I'm just going to do an extra bit of blue sticking out. Grab a bit of my denim. Can't make that a bit stronger. Oh, that was a bit close to my nose. Stinky. Oh yes, I like that. That looks a bit better. Okay, just a little bit of that denim, and then we'll go over again and get that blend out. And I'm going to grab my blending. Let's get a few more spots on. I think that's quite effective, that. Okay, where am I going to have this sauce? I really need to draw it in, otherwise I'm going to mess myself up, really. Do I want any sauce? I don't know. Everybody said to put it in, but I'm not 100% sure, you know. I'm just thinking, I suppose you could. Okay. Let's go with some sauce. Chocolate, strawberry or raspberry. What's it gonna be? Or would it be cherry? I'm trying to get it a bit more like, I don't know, when you sort of put it around, but it's not happening, so it's probably going to look a little bit strange. Let's do a little drippy bit here. Oh, that looks stupid, Benita. What are you doing? I don't know. The sauce has gone completely wrong. I'm going to do one lot of sauce and that's it. Simples. Chocolate. Oh, really? Why did we just have a Neapolitan, huh? Should we just have a Neapolitan? Okay, so we need our pink, purple and our blue again. So our lilac, pink lace and our blue. And this time we are quite blue behind our cherry. So we're matching in pretty much with that. And it probably wouldn't happen if it was to be proper rainbow, but it just happens to be the way that my picture is overlaid on it, so that's the way it's going to be. Hi, Katie. I realised I've used the wrong pink. I have as well, you donut. It's not a donut, it's an ice cream, but you're still a donut. It's never too late. It's never too late. Ugh. Good old YouTube, huh? I think that'll do. Okay, so let's decide where my highlight's going to be. So my reference, we got quite a big, squeaky, quite a big one there. And then let's get our texture in there. We've actually got quite a big one there, so let's whack that in while we can. Looks really soft and dreamy before you go and put any of the details in, doesn't it? Got my tongue out. I don't know if that's because I'm hankering for ice cream. We're using that one. Okay, let's get my hot pink. I've given up looking at my reference now, which is probably a bad thing. At the moment, the other purple I've got, it goes from one extreme to the other, so it's too dark really to use. So that's why I'm having to come in with the pencils afterwards. I think it's nice as well because you can get in and you can really get some details in there. A little bit more. Shading on that blue. Doesn't look very 3D at the minute, but like I said, I need a relaxing, please stop trying to make it look realistic, Benita type of live feed today, because it's Wednesday, week 1 of the holidays, and I'm already pulling my hair out. I do love the old ankle biters, but they can be a right old pain in the when they want to be. Oh, there we go. That looks all right. It's not terrible. Oh, it is terrible because guess who said they were going to put the sauce there and didn't? It might have to be chocolate sauce at this rate. Is it too late? I do think it's going to have to be chocolate sauce, I'm afraid. Because Miss Careless over here I don't know. Decisions, people, decisions. No, it's gonna, if I do chocolate, it's gonna have to be that one, I think. Okay, I'm going to put a tiny bit of chocolate sauce on, but I'm going to have to draw it in now, so let's... Oh, just do it. I do hope I haven't just ruined the whole thing. We'll soon find out. Uh-oh. Did you not use factor 500,000? Now the alcohol is going to lift some of the colour underneath, so I'm hoping that that will help. Oh, wrong way. Obviously there's no depth to it at the minute, so it looks very flat. Expresso. It's all very quiet today. I'd say where is everybody, but that'd be a stupid question, as they're all out enjoying this beautiful sunshine that everyone's complaining about. Because in true British style, that's what we do. Sun's out, let's complain. It's snowing, let's complain. It's raining, let's complain. It is what we do. I'll go and put highlights in a minute. I'm just going to get the majority. Oh, you silly sausage, especially in today's heat. Albeit the kids had factor 50 on yesterday and they still managed to burn. Complaining and queues, that is our thing. Standing in line. Oh, don't sneeze. Something reflecting on my light and I can't see it properly, so I'm going to have to I'm completely guessing here, so it might look absolutely rubbish once we're finished, but yeah, I've got no reference in front of me at all. So I'm having to go back to my lip gloss days. Okay, so underneath that chocolate sauce, we now go from blue into green. So Denim is our shadow. Had a good day though. Back to the show again tomorrow. Show? Which show? Can still see my lines underneath, so that's good. Let me start to merge into the green, so I need to bring in my pale mint and come up. I don't want it just to merge underneath that chocolate because that'll be cheating, so I am going to bring some of it out into the blue. Oh, that's a nice blend. Oh. What, have you got a stall there, or are you visiting? I'm just going to use the green up in the blue area for the moment. Probably going to want a slightly, I grab the duck egg. It gives me a bit more of a tealy. without being too much of it. I might still need to use the solid green. Right, what you want underneath this bit is the shadow of the chocolate. So that bit's going to have to be much darker. So let's grab our darker green wherever I've just put that. And this one is Ivy. So we just want a bit of shadow where that chocolate sauce is falling. Ah. I love going to big things like that. They're great to walk around. Which colour's that? The duck egg? It's still not quite enough contrast in that section, so I'm going to need to bring that red in, I think. And then again, you need to just have a tiny bit of shadow where that's falling. Okay, go figure. How do you get pins and needles sitting on a chair normally? How does that happen? Guess is as good as mine. Oh, pins and needles. Making weird noises down the microphone. That's better. I can't believe how quiet it is today. Where's everybody? Where is everybody? That this blue needs a bit more. Just a touch more punch there, really. There we go. Okay, so I'm probably going to use this blue again, which is vintage blue. My dummy battery turned up today, so it means we won't have any mad dash changing of cameras at halfway through the feed, which is always a good thing. These pencils work so well on top of the alcohol markers. Come on then, guys. What's your favourite ice cream? And can you guess mine? Getting there, getting there, getting there. We are all melting. Ah, oh, it's proper melting, isn't it? Okay, so let's get some more shading in with that denim. Mint chopped chip. Nom, nom, nom. Let's go with a darker line on one of them. Calippo, any? You must have a favourite. Right, let's get in those little weird sprinkly things, whatever I'm calling them nowadays. Let's get highlight just in there. Let's get one here. Need one there. I nearly drew my favourite ice cream actually. But then I decided this would probably be a bit more fun. Okay, so here we go from the yellow up to the green and blue. So I'm going to go for the peach just because it's more pleasing to the eye. I think the sand for an ice cream colour is a bit wrong. I might even just go for the canary and then wash it out a bit with the peach. Let's go with the canary and just fingers crossed it doesn't all... I keep looking at that camera. You're there. Oh, I don't know. I think the canary's too much. No, we'll go peach. So I need peach, pearl, and pale. Do I want pale? Should have been using duck egg and I've been using pale. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, and there is actually a bit of mango under here. So let's get the mango in first. Which I said I was going to use for some of the shadow colour anyway. So let's get a sweep of peach. Now the tricky bit is going to get the blending without it looking muddy. is your favourite Raspberry Ripple? It is not Raspberry Ripple. It'd be interesting to see if you do guess, actually. Okay, I'm probably going to regret this, but I am going to put a flash of Canary in there. I know it's going to make that green, but... Can anyone else hazard a guess? Oh, my lid's coming off. Purposely didn't tighten them because I knew that I'd end up taking them back off again. Strawberry split? Nope. I'm proper old school when it comes to my favourite flavour ice cream. Or lolly ice cream, I suppose. I don't know. Oh my god. Look, I'm looking and my blue tack is literally melting off of my wall. And I went to use my kneadable eraser today. Yeah, there's nothing kneadable about that. That was quite fun. The orange doesn't work too bad. I'm really not looking forward to doing the cone because I think it's just going to take forever. Peach. Neapolitan, nope. Vanilla, nope. I'll give you a clue. I suppose it could be classed more. No. If you were to get it in an ice cream truck, it would be classed as an ice cream, but it has nuts in it. It's a nutty one. Cornetto? No, but that is a close second. Well done. Trust Wendy to actually blooming well get that. Now off to the naughty step, or go down the shop and buy me a feast. That's your punishment. They are not Copic or Copic. Copic. I think it's two different ways of pronouncing it. They are the Spectrum Noir Illustrator markers. They're alcohol markers. So they work in the same way, but yeah, not Copic. just as vivid though, as you can see. Okay, this is so much brighter than I had envisaged. I envisaged these beautiful little pastel colours going on, and it just totally didn't happen that way. Yeah, it seems to be very vivid at the moment. So I'm using a mixture of the alcohol pens and the pencils. So where's my green? No, my denim. Get it right and still off them. Well, we shouldn't be late then, lovely. There's no excuse. I haven't picked up the denim at all. I've just gone and picked up the pale mint, and it's not denim I want either. Where's my Caribbean? Let's use my Caribbean. That will probably give me the depth I need. Let's just get that on there, blend it out. Ice green, completely wrong green, but hey ho. No one's looking, are they? There we go. Oh, they blend so nicely. So fed up with my nose itching. Just get a bit shadowed down where that sauce is supposedly dripping. I don't think I've ever drawn sauce so badly in my life. It's not even like I'm new to drawing sauce. That was my mum's favourite, the oyster shells. Weren't they called oyster sandwiches or something? Sandwiches. All the old bubble gums. With your little bubble gum at the bottom. Worst chocolate sauce ever. Hi Doris. I love any ice cream with nuts in. I just love nuts in general. Okay, I don't know whether... I wonder. Yeah, let's just add I don't normally bring in another brand of pencil, but just because I haven't got my white in front of me, my Spectrum range, I am just going to add some highlights in here, especially on the old chocolate sauce. It looks awful. Oh dear. Okay. Right, I need to get some highlight going on there. Let's get my blender tool. And let's just sweep a little bit of colour away. Just to give us a bit more dimension in there, and then I'll come in with the dark again. There we go. You can see it's starting to lift the colour now. I bought some the other day but ended up just eating them without the ice cream. And why not, eh? Why not? The cone is going to be really simple. I'm keeping the cone just your standard cone colour. A bit more rugged on the edge there. Makes it look more like it's been pushed in rather than it just sitting there. Until I'm using red now for the contrast and for the dark, and that is exactly what I was banging on about in my video yesterday, about going darker using contrasts that aren't necessarily a darker colour, but they're a more pigmented colour. So if you haven't watched that, it is worth watching if you want to learn really about getting a bit of confidence about going darker. I've had some really good feedback from it, so hopefully it's helped you guys. There's a worksheet with them as well, so I can't believe how bright that looks. Well, it is bright, but it just seems to be really, really, really bright. Really, 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 really bright. Darker one. Where's my dark green gone? Dark green, where did you go? I'm totally not going to remember any of the colours. I have so many out. I like that bit. It just looks all like really squidged and yummy. Because that's tucking in, I'm just going to get a bit more depth in there. Hi. Did you see that? Hello. I think he's shy. I don't think he wanted to be on camera, but he's running away now. I think he wants a bit of my ice cream. You don't know where you're going, do you, mate? Come on. There. Go on there. Made a wish. Ms. Mama Marshmallow, loving that name. It does look really colourful, doesn't it? I think I'm zoomed all the way in. There we go. Let's just get you in focus. You are in focus, cool. Oh, the chocolate sauce doesn't look that terrible. I've drawn better, but I'm not going to cry over spilt chocolate sauce. Okay, should we do the unicorn horn? I should have got the sparkle pens out, really. Okay, I'm thinking unicorn horn we need to do in reverse, so we have the pinky purpley down at the bottom, otherwise it's just going to be too similar in colour. And I'm going to cheat a little bit, if I'm honest. Let's get the ice green, the pearl blue, pink and lilac, because we don't actually have much in the way of lilac in there. So I'm going to keep the lids off, don't panic, they're not going to dry. But it's the easiest way to just have them out ready for blending them quickly. Okay, so I'm just going to go straight. Oh, I've picked up the wrong blooming pink again. Bonita, wake up. There we go. And I've gone and put the lid on. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Shoot me now. What did I say I didn't want to do? Too late. Too late. Seriously. I know, let's put the pink down there because it will look so much better when it's down there. No, let's do it completely the wrong way. It really varies depending on the medium. Something like this, probably a couple of hours. On a realism piece, anywhere from, depending on size, anywhere between 8 and 15 up to 30 hours. But something like this, which isn't something I actually do very often, but I really enjoy doing them, and especially on live feeds because they're just fun and colourful and they come to life very quickly. So yeah, so these probably only take a couple of hours, I'd say. Can't believe I did that. I'm such a dingus. Right, blend. I will get my pen in there, pencil in there, just to extend or darken the. I've lost the ability to draw and talk at the same time. It does definitely need to be sparkly, but you guys have seen my legs once today already, so I'm not getting up again. It would be shock horror. I'd get Coffee Man, but I think he's got his headphones on.
I can hear.
You can hear?
Yeah.
Can you grab a clear sparkle for me, please? Because they've seen my legs once. That's enough for anybody.
You have a sparkle.
A sparkle pen. Up there, there's about 5 or 6 with like a clear cap end. Black, top shelf of all the pens. I need one without a yellow cap.
You said they were clear caps.
Well, without a yellow closure, thank you. Get out, Coffee Man.
Getting confused.
I know, that's because there's so many options.
Walking around very moist.
Aren't we all? That's such a disgusting word. Moist. Such an unpleasant word. Hands up if you don't like the word moist. I need... My favourite word to say, random subject, is granola. I don't know why. I love saying, you missed my legs. You really didn't miss much, honestly. You missed a couple of tree trunks walking around. Granola. Awesome word. Totally is random. Granola. But I love it. Granola. It rolls off the tongue. Ooh, what is with it? Ooh, random thoughts going through my head. I'm just thinking, because I'm using a different camera today, I'm wondering what my 11 picture would look like. I've never actually tried it under this lighting. Should we have a quick look and see if it works? Sorry, I'm completely interrupting the flow here. I need to find my blue light. Where's my blue light? There. Okay, let's have a quick sneak. Oh, it does work under the camera. Look. Ooh. It actually picks up really well on this camera. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to check because it literally just went through my head that second. And apparently I like interrupting live feeds. Because that's what you do. Funny you should say that, Ms. Mama Marshmallow, because that's an amazing name. I have literally, there's a second video going up tomorrow, but yesterday I uploaded practice sheets for doing just that. My book is not going to be in front of me, which is typical. Nope, don't know where my book's gone. There's a download sheet for practicing geode shapes, and it's just a really, really good little practice sheet to go darker, and practice your shading. So it's worth having a look at yesterday's video and having a look. So if you look in the playlist, it will be the one that come up yesterday. But yeah, it's a really good way of just practicing without having to think too much about it. And they're just really simple shapes that eventually you'll learn how to draw very quickly, and it's just something you can sit in front of the TV and do. And tomorrow's is all about graphite, so it might be worth you keeping your eye out. Oh, that is so yummy. I need a darker purple, or do I? Let's go with Blackberry. Blackberry should do the job. Blackberry does the job perfectly. Need to get a bit more on that green, I think. Just want it to have a little bit more shadow underneath to give it a much more overall rounded shape. Why is it my desk just looks like a bomb's hit it every time I do a live feed? Hi Vicky! This one's definitely going in my red bubble. Right, there's not enough going on down here to make it look like it's just been pushed into the ice. It's all a bit clean. Don't think that's going to make a blind bit of difference, to be honest, but so much for me not wanting to get it all realistic looking, and there's me fiddling and faffing. Just stop it, Benita. Right, I need to get my blender pen because we've lost a little bit of light up here. Let's get some dots on there too. This isn't going to work wherever I've put wax because it's not going to lift the wax, so that is quite cute. I don't like what's going on in here, it's really annoying me now. Is there anything about normal erasers? It's still not perfect, it's still annoying me, but I'm going to be here all night if I don't stop. So I know, probably a bit late now, but let's just where's my ice cream chocolate sauce colour? It wasn't russet at all, was it? Might have been. It was. Problem solved. you don't like the look of it, stick chocolate sauce on it. Solves all life's problems, apparently. There we go. I don't like the clippos. Do you have a practice sheet for the cone? I don't. And now you say that, I wish I did. Because I could have freehanded it, couldn't I? And then, well, I did freehand it. I could have photoed it, sorry, and given you one. If you give me some time, I'd probably be able to make one up. I don't know when at the moment though. It's pretty busy over the next couple of days. But yeah, I suppose I could make a little food one. I don't know. I mean, the GOD one will pretty much give you the principles of shading and going darker. It's just literally, not that this is the best example because it's not actually. But as I say, it just gives you the principles of how going darker gives you a much more 3D effect. A lot of people are afraid to go darker, and that's quite a common thing when you start out doing, not necessarily realism because this isn't realism, but along that sort of line. Okay, so that pretty much just leaves the cone now. I'm really loving the way that's coming out. Should we get some glitter on there? Glitter, glitter, glitter. Then that way you can dry while I... Okay. The only thing about the glitter is, unless you have the original, you don't really appreciate it as much as you should. I'll wait for it to dry and then I'll bring it up to the camera and show you. If you've never tried the sparkle pens before, even if you don't want to get the set, I recommend getting the clear, because if you love sparkle or glitter or anything like that, it's just, well, these pens are just amazing. And they're water activated as well, so you can do watercolour paintings with them, which I have done in the past. Oh, it's like a galaxy ice cream. I totally need to put white on there now. That is so happening. Okay, I don't know whether, let me get my auto focus on. I don't know whether my light's going to pick this up very well or not. There. Can you see that? That's not wet. That is sparkle. Because sparkle pens are the best thing. I don't like sliced bread since colour pencils. I don't know, but look at that. It's just delicious. Anyway, yeah. Right, autofocus off. Sand we decided on. That is a really low flying aeroplane. God, I don't know. I hope I don't miss this out. Need a little bit more oil. Let's shove some mango in there, I think. Okay, what I'll do is ice cream worksheet. I'll keep all the colours out on my desk, and then over the next couple of days I won't need to redo the video because of course you can follow it live, and I pretty much do vocalise all of the colours that I use. Get a cold flannel. Is Madison asleep? Sorry, my little one's just got up. Just put her in my side, I'll wake her up when I go. Sorry guys. Right, one of the biggest complaints I ever hear about alcohol markers is, I'm not going to do it too much more because I don't need to on this, is the fact that you can see streak marks underneath. And the reason being is that you haven't gone over it enough times, basically. You don't just do one coat when you're doing a large area, you have to do more than one coat. But for this, I'm not going to worry too much because I don't need to. But you can see down the bottom here where I've done 2 or 3, there's not a single line that you can see. So you do just have to go over your area. There's only so many times you can saturate your paper. So you just have to keep going over and over until you've got enough colour down, basically. I'm pretty sure I wanted to use the sand for the shadow and not the cone. So I've gone and boobed there, which is nothing unusual for today because it has just been one of them days. I think the mango is probably just going to pull the colour out. I don't know what I want to do here. I can just about see my lines underneath. I might just, rather than try and make it look really real, I might just indicate the texture. I don't want to be here all night doing this, and you don't want to be watching this all night, so like I say, we'll just indicate it. It's so hot in their room at the moment. That'll do. I'm completely losing my pattern, but I saw a really good thing come up on one of my I'm in a local group for children with sensory needs, and a really good one about using hot water bottles to fill them with water, then put them in the freezer, and then they can take the hot water bottle to bed with them when it gets really, really hot. But we haven't got any blooming hot water bottles, which is frustrating. Now, rather than go straight in with an alcohol marker, I think I am going to do this with a pencil because I was worried that I might go in too dark. But I'm just going to put a little bit of depth in here, just on the edges of some of these And then what I'll probably do is get my blender tool and go straight up through. We want a bit of a shadow here, don't we? Indicate the shadow of that drop. You only want to do 2 sides really if you want to do this sort of stylized fun one, just to indicate that that shape is there really. So I want the focus to be more on the ice cream itself rather than the cone, so I'm not going overly into it. I wish all ice cream looked like this. Have you got any lunchbox ice packs? No, we have got... Oh, actually, Mr. Coffee Man. They're massive ice blocks in the back of the freezer.
Yeah.
Wrap one of them in a towel and she can have that in her bed. And then she can wake up and be really wet. Their room's got the airing cupboard in now, albeit the airing, you know, the heating's not on. You still get the tank for the hot water. Right, okay, I'm hoping I might not even need the blender, I might just need a light colour, but I don't think I have one in my box of tricks. So let's have a look at the vanilla. It's too yellow. Too yellow. Where's my blender? There's my blender. Right, I'm going to get the brush end and I'm just going to sweep up. You just got to be a bit patient with your blender pen. Depending on how much alcohol you've got down, you might have to do it a few times. Hey, you're mega late. And yes, an empty drinks bottle would have done the same job, wouldn't it? Oh, that's not going to work at all. All of my cross lines just not happening, so it gives you a rough idea. But what we do need is some shadow underneath where the ice cream is. Let's just go with it, go with it. That's not come out too bad, you know. Well, it's come out quite 3D, that. I'm quite pleased. Really should sharpen the pencil, Benita. Okay, so we just need some shadowing up this end here. Yeah, they work really well, don't they? I've used water bottles, like empty water bottles for the rabbit. It's only up the top here and sort of around the bottom here. We want him to have a little bit more of a 3D effect. See, it's incredible what you can do with that blender marker. Just, yeah, never dismiss them if you've got one in your kit. They are so useful. Look at that dimension that's got. Love it. I'll make this whole portion up here a bit darker. Okay, let's bring in Expresso. So yeah, I just need to darken up this side in general. Nice deep shadow under there. I'm quite impressed myself actually, which are not very often. Those that know me very well know that I'm quite hard on myself normally, and I'm really actually really pleased with how well this cone has come out. Incredibly pleased. Yeah. Super duper pleased. Need a drink. Celebratory drink. Cheers. Chocolate sauce looks naff, but hey, the cone looks awesome. Right, if we've got shadow under here, then our cone, well, divots, wedges, I don't know, they need to be a bit darker. My blender is great for chopping onions, yeah. Had you off to the side while I made my kids some lunch. Look back and the cone is done. Sorry. It just feels like I've taken a photo and plonks it on. I know that probably sounds really stupid. I think I need to shade the centre bit a little bit more where the light wouldn't be hitting so much. So what I might do is just a very light that'll do. I'm fiddling now. fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. Right, am I all the way in? I'm all the way in. Right, let me push you up slightly as I think you've come down a little bit throughout the feed. I think I've got most of you in. I can't get over that ice cream cone. I really can't. Right, I think we need to be a little bit more. Where's my chocolate sauce colour? Ta-da! Where are you? What do I do with it? Where's it disappeared to? There we are. There we go. There it is. Now, those of you that have listened to me go on and on and on and on and on about contrast and shadows, that is the exact reason why you need to have it. Yes, I'm getting excited over a shadow. But that's why you need them. Look at it. If I had a mic right now, I'd drop it. Yeah. You can always go back and watch a bit again. Ah, where's mine? Can't run off and leave me for a nice lolly and then not bring one back. It actually looks like it's starting to sag underneath the ice cream. Will someone tell me to stop fiddling? I will keep going till someone tells me off. That's it. I'm stopping. I'm stopping. Pens are down. Pens are down. There's only one thing left to do. Yeah, why not sign it in purple? Let's sign it in purple today. And let's use my very appropriately coloured cleanie brush. One delicious looking ice cream with some stunning glittery ice creamy Mr. Whippy. Love it, love it. Going on my Redbubble merch, most definitely. Just so you're not missing out, Benita, I will tell you it's lovely and cold. If I wasn't live, I'd be rude. Okay, I've stopped fiddling. I hope you enjoyed the live. How long did we go for? I really do hope you enjoyed it. 1 hour 49. It's not bad. It's not bad. Don't forget, if you are new to watching, hit the subscribe button. If you hit the bell, you just need to select all. If you hit highlights, you don't get notified if I go live. And I'd really love a thumbs up if you have enjoyed the video. And I'll aim to get a worksheet up in the next couple of days. And I'll also put the colours that I've used as well. But being half term, it's really busy at the moment. So I'm literally fighting to get time to get to the computer at all. The geode worksheets, there's a link on the video to the geode worksheets, and that's where the ice cream one will be in the end, and I'll put that in the description as well as soon as I get my arse in gear and sort it out. But have a good evening, morning, afternoon, whichever it may be for you, and I shall see you on the other side.